Good afternoon, everyone. We are blessed to have one of the most traveled coaches on the African continent, one that has coached a club here, a national team, went to Tanzania, Ethiopia, South Africa, Zambia, Egypt, everywhere in Africa, including Rwanda. He's been there. Let's welcome Coach Milutin Sredojević, alias Micho. For Villa fans out there, he is the man called Selunjoji. Tukusanyukidde ssebo.
Webale nnyo ssebo, webale lidala. It's honor, pleasure and privilege coming to talk to you.
It's been 4 years since you left the country. How has it been out there? South Africa, then Zambia, and now you're back to where it all started in Africa. How does it feel and how has it been there?
It has been a roller coaster journey of 4 years. Two institutions of African football, Orlando Pirates, that season before me coming, have been on 11th place with 2 points away from being relegated first time in history. So I have come, I have assessed the situation, and without too much players, new players inside, we have succeeded to bring the team after 6 years to CAF Champions League group stages. What is an achievement that has returned the Pirates to where it's supposed to be. It was a mission to reclaim the pride of the badge. In second season also with Mamelodi Sundowns competing up to end, it is one ball that decided and Mamelodi Sundowns took, but ourselves once more to the group stage, to the CAF Champions League as a second place team. It is something that has really, in a way, been an university of life and football with Orlando Pirates as an institution, with the supporters, with all the glamour and all the greatness that a club has that is real pride of South Africa. But in times when I was seeing that I cannot punch above our abilities, and we wanted to beat Mamelodi Sundowns, it happened that club has brought several players. However, it is only one that I personally looked at. I really wanted a squad strengthened that we challenge from Mamelodi Sundowns and that power shifts from Pretoria to Johannesburg. It was not meant to be, and I went to new challenge, challenge on one side, but challenge that has been really challenge of all challenges. In 5 months, 6 months in Zamalek,
Yeah.
I have felt a triple kind of pressure that I have ever felt anywhere. Pressure in a way, not to me, but pressure with everything around.
Around the club, the fans, the management.
Yes. Management itself with one of the most notorious sport administrators in African football, Murtada Mansour, but I remain in top class relations with him.
Yeah, you're talking about your time in Zambia. Should I say, by not delivering them to the Africa Cup of Nations, would you describe that as a failure on your side and as well as failing to qualify for the World Cup, I think?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you regard that as a failure on your part?
I have no any reason to regard as failure on my part. I have pulled out due to the reason known to me and to them. We have amicably finished our relations, and I have no right due to separation agreement to present why we have gone away from each other. Many people, even until today, are appreciating everything what I have invested. I have not been there. In life is like that. Very often you put the seeds, but someone else is harvesting. It's the same in this case. We have, if it's counted from the moment when I have reached Algeria got only 8 points. We got 7 points, and Zimbabwe and Botswana got only 4 points. But advantage was in those two first matches that I was not there. So purely that was a platform on which is built future success of Zambian football, because sometimes you are coming as a person that need to put shoulders for someone else to put and to take the football to the next level. So very happy with whatever I have done, same like themselves. Otherwise they would not contact me until today, whether they're players in England and wherever, or their federation. Now they are playing in World Cup qualifiers against Mauritania and Tunisia, and everything I have left prepared for them to compete very well. So I count it as an, I want to call it success in a way of getting the people connected for all life.
Okay, then talking about the future of Zambian football. Fashion Scala, like you said, is in Scotland, Enokomwepo at Brighton, and then Patson Daka at Leicester City. How important, how big a part did you play in such moves to those clubs?
You know, it is unfair to take the credits. I have never been credit claimer, but I know what I have contributed. And I have practical witnesses. My personal relations with those three players have remained even until today in top class relations. On the way them going there, I know what a role has been played from Freddy Canute, that I have perfect relations, former Tottenham and Sevilla striker, Malian legend, that has taken them to those heights there. We know that we have been in touch. Also, with coach of Fashion Sakala in Belgium, I have been in daily touch in order to manage the boy, in order to prepare him for high level of football that has reached now, scoring against Real Madrid and beating Real Madrid, scoring for Glasgow Rangers, is like young Zambian boys' dream coming true. I have been there, but I will never take the credits in any way, because their appreciation is for me enough credit.
All right, and then back here, how does it feel getting back to Uganda, where your journey in Africa started way back in 2001?
All what I have to tell you, after spending 3 years, 2001, 2004 in Uganda that time, 2013, 2017 second time, to come third time to one country, it is in two-way traffic. Uganda, with bringing me back for the 3 time, has shown an I want to call it recognition of what I have done in past. But in football, you are as good as your first next match or first last match. And when you have that in mind, I feel morally obliged that I serve, soldier, and deliver to Uganda in line with the confidence that people have shown towards me by me coming back to Uganda. When I'm talking about that, I will not allow to be caught in the trap and tell and talk about history of in 39 years we have not been, we have qualified, because this will not play any role in front of us. As presented, this is so-called third wave of Ugandan football in a way. We know that until 2005, it has been a period where national team has not been taken care with such a proper approach. With all due respect to all the great people that have built football since independence. However, 2005, with arrival of Dr. Lawrence Mulindwa, for 8 years they have built a brand that has meant so much in the
Andorra is very close to qualifying.
Yes. So this was, we are calling it wave number 1. In that wave number 1, we have always knocked on the door and almost crossing the line. And I need to give credit to those people, because I'm not credit claimer that would just think about us, we have qualified. We have qualified because other people have set the platform, and I appreciate them. All the officials, all the coaches, all the players have set, and branded has been knocking on the door. We have just entered in the room of qualifying. And now after qualifying, from distance, I still investigate what is really reasons and causes, whether we have been complacent about not qualifying in the last after having clear situation. And I have gone very, very, very deep, speaking with former coaches, speaking with players, speaking with people to see what is the essence. I feel like a doctor that has come in operation hall, patient called Uganda Cranes, and now we need to treat that patient in the best possible way to give him right medicine to continue being the pride of Uganda as it was. And now in third wave, we are having something very important. We have Barcelona with Messi or without Messi is an period that will be remembered. And question mark will be set. Same is with Uganda. Period with Denis Onyango and period after Denis Onyango. With few senior players that are supposed with maturity and seniority to lead the team. And we are having a young generation of the players, mostly those ones that have reached finals of the under 20. So that in a balance of maturity and seniority on one side, and juniority and young blood, motivated and eager, hungry to succeed, we need to find a balance in this third wave of Uganda to prepare everything what it takes to go back to the Africa Cup of Nations, to set ourselves to go to the World Cup, and that to happen, this is the mission in which I am. And I could not alone do it. I would like to once more refer to the teamwork, leadership of President Magogo and FUFA, all the administration, all the stakeholders in the game, all of you people from media, final spiritual owners of the team, supporters. We need to find a momentum to redefine and
the
remotivate.
Government as well. And of course the government.
Of course the government. Why I'm telling this? I'm telling that we are living in very hard times where COVID has destroyed or threatened to destroy almost everything. Now, we people in football, we need to be delivery of positive energy, a delivery of new hope that life after COVID need to continue, and football need to be one messenger of good news, positive energy, so that Ugandans find inside Uganda Cranes their soul food that will help them all the hardships in life to go over.
And while we were away for the 4 years, how much have you been following Ugandan football?
I could openly say I have physically not been around, but my soul is present here. For the first time, I would like to say something that is deep inside my heart. I wish one day when comes an end for my life story, that I'm put in the ashes, and in those ashes to be placed there at Nambole, so that when opponent come towards Uganda Cranes goal, those ashes are not allowing to score us. On the other side, to direct to score them. This is my personal human wish.
And then, as you begin your second stint with the national team, earlier you talked about Cranes with Onyango, Cranes without Onyango. But it's not just Onyango. By the time you were here, Godfrey Walusimbi, Hassan Waswa, Mawanda, Tony Maveje,
Mike Azira,
they are all still part of the team. There are reports that you talking to a few of them to return, especially Denis Onyango. How far true is that statement?
Look, I need to tell you something. Moment when I have gone 4 years ago from Uganda, I had two jerseys. One jersey of coach, I put it aside in my wardrobe. Second jersey of supporter, I kept. And I know how much I have, even before him retiring, how much I have invested in trying to convince him that he needs to retire by going to the World Cup. However, his decision was final. When I took him from the school to Villa Park and from Villa Park to St. George, he has been a boy. Meanwhile, has become serious man that has won everything what football player can win. And as a family man that has Madame Barbara behind and his kids and himself has firmly decided that he will not come back. However, I would like to put a reservation in a way, not for upcoming matches, but if it happened that Uganda succeed to defy all sport logic and qualify to the World Cup, I'm convinced this would be an open invitation for Denis Onyango to retire in the best possible way, because it has not been in my opinion, proper way, and such a great gentleman on first place and great sportsman and ambassador of Uganda and Ugandan football, that he retires in time when team has not qualified to Africa Cup of Nations. If I'm on his place, if I'm the one to decide, I would push myself to go to one more and retire there on the final tournament and then go in proper way. Like this, there is always a bitter taste that Ugandans feel, supporters, ordinary supporters feel, Denis was still supposed to be with us.
Yeah.
It is his feeling that he is supposed to focus on the club duties and responsibilities. And this is where the difference are. I belong to those supporters that personally believe that he was supposed to continue. However, I also belong to that group of people that honorably we respect and appreciate what he has given. And I have unofficially appointed him as an director in charge of mental preparation. He needs spiritually to be beside the team and whatsoever. And we are having perfect relation in that regard. He is a gentleman. I know how much he loves Uganda. He has played even injured. He has played under all circumstances, and he has really given everything.
And then talking about World Cup qualification, by the time you left, we were in the middle of the 2018 Russia World Cup qualifiers. We were close, but of course, not good enough to be there. You return at the time when we were trying to qualify for Qatar 2022. We have a group that has Mali, Kenya, and Rwanda. How tough is that group, and what are the chances?
First of all, going back, I have already told, and I'm repeating, one of the biggest football wounds that a human being could have is exactly me departing in time when we have been on the brink to do unthinkable to put behind us giants Ghana and giants Egypt.
Yeah.
With the draw away in Ghana, with the winning at home against Congo Brazzaville, we have been on the brink of going. However, first time in my life I have chosen economical road instead of sport road. I have regrets, I have wound, and I have come here to Uganda to heal my personal wound, together with all of you good Ugandans. As a sportsman, I need to tell you, it has happened before. We know 2006 how, with one great player, Emmanuel Adebayor, Togo went to the World Cup. However, gap in modern football has narrowed. There are some countries that are almost guaranteed of going there due to the fact that are having players in top 5 leagues in Europe that coming back to play to national team are making visible competitive difference. So dreaming that this will be a challenge. However, dreaming that by 2026 Uganda has in top 5 leagues at least 10 players, top 5 leagues in Europe, I mean England, Spain, Germany, France and Italy, to have at least 10 players there, this will be the key that will open the door of Uganda going to the World Cup in a logical way. For us, in this campaign, we shall try to defy the sport logic and unwritten rules who is going to the World Cup.
And then games against our neighboring countries have always come tough. You remember 2003 against Rwanda, many of your players at Villa were part of that Cranes side. We ended up losing 1-0. Jime Gatete. We had drawn 0-0 away in Rwanda. And then, as recent as 2011, Kenya 0-0. The 2019 qualifiers drew at Nambole against Tanzania and then lost 3-0 in Tanzania. Our performances against such nations has always come with a lot of sadness.
Yes.
What should Ugandans expect this time, especially against Kenya and of course against Rwanda? I know Rwanda is still some miles away, but Kenya.
I need to tell you, you are very much wrong if you count like that Rwanda miles away. Rwanda is, have shown in last CHAN that they could go beyond us in the group from the point of local players. Also the number of players and where they have players and whatsoever in Belgium and wherever they are located. I know each and every player because I have been involved in tapping them, recognizing them. And as a witness of time, I have been witness of that famous 7 June 2003 with Coach Pasculi, Argentinian, being in charge. Famous match of 5 hours.
Yeah.
2011 and the most terrible day as a supporter I have felt when Kenya played for Angola in a way. So all those are things and depths that those people have towards Uganda. So believing that instead of thinking about the depths of past, because his sentiments of past will put us that we are too much under the pressure, stress and tension that could lock the legs of our players and not allowing us to perform up to our best. It's a mental game where we need to switch the players from the stress, tension and pressure of playing such a matches that are more than matches. They are more than matches. It has so many connotations, whether with Rwanda political, whether whatever kind. I mean, neighbors right, neighbors left.
Yeah, because recently you've heard about Kenyans bragging that even the medals we won in the Olympics belong to them. So
it is a touching aspect for us to show that nobody has no right to cross to Kapchorwa and grab our people because they are from this side of the border. We appreciate our East African brothers on the other side, but we have all the right to be proud because I need to tell you this, what Uganda has done, and I want us to borrow the leaf of inspiration, of motivation, of desire to represent country in the best possible way from our gold medalist. Yes, just now from the Olympic Games in Tokyo. And I want to thank them for carrying the flag high to represent the country the best possible way, because any of these gold medals is the best possible advertisement of values of the nation, values of the people and values of the country. So inspired and motivated by them, we shall enter in this World Cup qualifiers and tell to ourselves, look, they represent themselves, we represent ourselves, we want to show them that we are better. And to be better, we cannot talk, we need on the field of play. This is why I would like to bend the attention of the players towards the field of play, because only football and essence of the game on the field of play could help us to actually achieve that. And this is where we want to bend attention so that we remove the pressure from the players, we give them responsibilities, and we look for performance and result.
4 years ago, while here, you never had a performance analyst, I think officially, and also a video analyst, official as well. This time around, you come with 2 experienced gentlemen in the field. What do they bring, and what inspired you this time around to expand the technical team?
In that time, 2013, 2017, together with the rest of my colleagues in the technical team, I was expanding myself to practically be one person with several
several roles.
roles, including someone just told last time that I was setting the cones, I was doing the fit, I was doing practically
Everything.
stretching over everything. But this was not due to disrespect to the people around me, but due to motivation to serve the nation. That was pure motivation to serve the nation in the best way. However, this time around, with much more improved system of work, much more improved structures, as Fufa said, is much better now. Much more improved protocols and procedures in technically preparing the team, with experience from Orlando Pirates, from Zamalek, and from Zambia. I'm coming here with two gentlemen that will add value to everything what I have. And I will still be there to observe, to supervise, and to make sure that it's going right direction. When I'm talking about that, I would like to say that fitness coach, director of performance, will put the player in the best possible version of himself, because strongest feeling in football of any football player is feeling I can run, I can jump, I can reach, I can be in the right moment, on the right place, doing the right thing. Then video analyst will bring the aspects of theoretical awareness with attention to details, where attention to details will bring us to know where are the vulnerabilities of opponent teams and where are the strengths of opponent teams. Strengths to lock and close and stop. Vulnerabilities to expose and to punish.
Yeah.
All that during my previous stint with Uganda Cranes, I have done all these things, and sleepless nights and hard-working days are behind now. Still, I will be the same person in investment, but people helping you are adding an additional value.
Yeah, because of division of labor, at least this time round. Before Moses Bassena came in to work with you for a third stint, I remember him at Villa, and then when you were here with the national team, the choice of the assistant
Yes?
was Charles Livingstone Mbabas. What was the inspiration behind making him your assistant? I mean, Mbabas.
Yes. First of all, I have the highest degree of respect to Livingstone Mbabazi as a person. If you are hearing his life story, I would write the script from his life story and make top-class Hollywood film. As a player, where he has been, what he has passed through. As a coach, after life was not romancing with him, and let me not touch that area, is very painful. I feel for him. And then I have seen him starting coaching, and all the experience he got from playing days, he has turned into the coaching aspect. And inside the coaching aspect, even he himself has remembered the time at Nambole when I have entered in his dressing room to prize approach of his team. They played against Moses Bassena and Simba that time. So point was that we had good relation. I was just encouraging him as young coach that time. Later on, I have seen his work with Onduparaka. I have seen his work during the Chan with the team. And I have seen that he's in, let me say so, top 5 Ugandan coaches. In top 5 Ugandan coaches. So we wanted to have an undivided attention, full attention to national team. However, it came that he opted to go with Arua Hills as a project that will help him to return to the place of success, Arua, working in the project that he believes in. I wish him sincerely all the best. As I have stated, each Ugandan coach is potentially not assistant, but co-coach to me, because I take them not as a anything else but as a partners in the business. And I want to use the opportunity to thank all the Ugandan coaches, for me, unsung heroes of Ugandan football, that with talent and quality of Ugandan players and supporters are the biggest power of Ugandan football. And I believe that together we could move our football into the right direction, because I count as the only coach in Uganda that cannot be, after 7 years, giving my life to Uganda and Uganda giving everything to me. Whatever I have, Uganda has given me. I have no right to be counted as a foreign coach. I'm one of.
One of the local coaches. And then into the coaching. How do you rate the work of your immediate predecessor? I mean, Abdallah Mbilu and Mbabazi. How would you rate their work during that period?
I have already said I have the highest degree of respect to the great work done by Coach Moses Bassena when I went for the World Cup qualifiers. Coach Sebastian de Saver, and that is my personal friend, and Mattia Lule, together. I appreciate the work of Abdallah Mubiru starting, qualifying to the Chan, and then Johnny McKinstry joining. Is also, all of them are my personal friends that I respect so much. I really value and appreciate each moment of their effort. I recognize that they have done a great job. I would like to say that I'm in touch with them, and even with them I have looked at what are the challenges and what are the obstacles that have been there for them, what are the good things that they have seen. And when you look at that, I would just say, all of us as a coaches, we feel, yes, I am now in operation hall against the patient called Uganda Cranes, but I need to appreciate great work of the football coaches, doctors that have operated with the patient called Uganda Cranes before, including Abdallah Mubiru, my personal friend, and Livingston Mavazi.
Would you mention the top 5 Uganda Cranes, not Uganda Cranes coaches, but local coaches? Because you said Mbabazi is among the top 5. The other 4?
It is really unfair to go that direction. You cannot hear this from me. Because it is the same. I have 5 fingers. You want me to love this finger more than this one than the other one? Is meaning they are, all the coaches and their
respective capacity.
Hundreds of them in Uganda, from a grassroots level to academy level, to school level, to elite professional level. All of them are my colleagues, and I have no right to divide them. I would put them like this, and I would like together to join into this, to have a feast that pushes Uganda into the right direction.
Just recently, Express FC won the Sekafa Kagame Cup. It's one of the big titles you won at Villa. That was in 2003. How do you compare the competition now and then?
It's very hard to compare the competition now and then. I really value and appreciate, because new time brings the football is developing and whatsoever. Some people that they want to put to downgrade great success of my colleague Charles Vaswa Bossa and great work that Express, from the chairman of the club, through the management of the club, through the coach, through the players themselves, someone want to put in a way that Yanga and Azam were playing with the second teams. I do not accept. This competition has been very tough under circumstances. Express has deservedly won the competition, and I put my hat down, I bow down, and I salute them, congratulate them, because Express just recently was on the brinks of collapsing. And to reach this will be a motivation to the army of the supporters to come back and to get new momentum. I want to use them also as is meaning our athletics champions in Tokyo plus Express is too positive. It could not be comparable, because Olympics are Olympics and Sekafa is Sekafa. But I would like to, from both sides, to take an inspiration and to thank them for the great success they have done.